Hello. Well, just you, Rosemary. It's just you and I for now till our colleagues join us, but we'll kick off. We'll just start getting ready for the report that's due out in 15 minutes.
Yeah, hello, Remy. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you, Rosemary. It's just you and I.
Yes, I noticed.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we won't hang around. We will carry on and we will discuss amongst amongst ourselves.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Okay, no problem. I'll mute myself whilst you start.
No problem.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so as usual, we'll just kick off with the economic calendar. Let me bring that up. So, I mean, we've already known about this report since the beginning of the week, but we'll just go through it again. So, as usual, we start with the economic calendar. Today is Tuesday. Sorry, today is Thursday. Today is Thursday, the 21st of January. And the main market we're looking at is the Euro-US dollar. And looking out for reports of high importance and medium importance that could affect the euro or the US dollar. So let's have a look. We've had that one from Australia in the early hours of the morning, the unemployment rate. Obviously, that's more relevant to currencies paired with the Aussie dollar. Then the big one from Japan at 5 o'clock Rwandan time, GMT +2, we had the Bank of Japan Interest Rate Decision. Again, that will be more relevant to currencies paired with the yen. And we've got some other reports which are not of concern to us, all these reports of medium importance. And at 11:30, we had the Bank of England Credit Condition Survey. But again, that'll be more impactful on the UK stock market and currencies paired with the pound. And then the big one, which is what we're waiting for, is the European Central Bank Interest Rate Decision, which is due out shortly, in less than 10 minutes. So that's the one we're waiting for. And, you know, like we always say, interest rate decisions have a huge impact on currencies. But again, we don't use the word always or never when it comes to the markets or trading. So it usually impacts the currencies, but sometimes it might have no effect on it. But one has to be wary and, you know, extremely cautious, and probably best to avoid trading prior to this report, that's the one we're waiting for. And then after the report is released, the interest rate decision from the European Central Bank, after that, at 3:30, they have the press conference. The press conference is basically just to take questions in relation to this report that was released. So the report will come out at 2:45. That, like I said, that could have a huge impact on the markets, especially currencies paired with the euro. And then the press conference will just be reporters asking the ECB president and the committee there, what was their rationale, or why did they increase rates, cut rates, or maintain the rates, whatever the results are. That's what the press conference will be about. But that's the main one we're waiting for. And I think that's it for today. This is obviously from New Zealand, inflation rate, but that's that's very late at night, 11:45, quarter to midnight Rwandan time. So we can, and of course, we're not trading currencies paired with New Zealand dollar. So that's what we're just waiting for. And that's what we're going to get ready and prepared for. As usual, again, you keep an eye on market watch and see, you know, just to make sure there's nothing untoward going on. Of course, we know the inauguration ceremony was yesterday in America. So Joe Biden was sworn in yesterday without any incident. There wasn't any coup. So, and the markets seem to enjoy the transition of power in America. So you had the US stock market, you know, going up. Just quickly show you that. So that's the US stock market. You can see, well, let me go back. So you can see this is where the market, US market fell during the COVID crisis in March of last year. But you can see since the fall of March last year, the market is now, you can see, is well above pre-COVID levels. So the market has really fully recovered and some more. Let's get back to the market watch. So, but like I said, other than the swearing in of Joe Biden and the start of his own presidency, there's really nothing else, you know, of major concern to worry about. In regards to currency trading, of course, with the stock market, there's a lot of things there with the stock market, but we're not trading the stock market. We're trading currencies. Okay, so let's now look at the charts and get ready for the report. So, you know, we still have a swing trade that's still ongoing. So our swing trade is still going, but we're still in a live trade. It hasn't gone past the 100 pips mark yet. So we're still hovering there. And then we'll come down to the 5-minute time frame for the day trading. So we can see yesterday, you know, the market fell and it was a bit volatile, and it was trending sideways. And of course, this morning it went past that sideways trend from last night and then started creeping up and then fell, broke the pivot point, and then you can see it started going up again, and now it's sort of trending sideways. Okay, so at the moment, this is our sideways trend here for now. You can see the pivot point obviously is outside that, and first resistance to is outside that. So those could be our potential points of entry for the report that will be due out in about 8 minutes. So since the market is quite a bit of a distance from the pivot point, we could place the pending order for the pivot point now. But since it's a bit close to R1, we'll wait a bit till it's a bit closer to the time before we place our pending buy order there. So I'll start with placing the sell order just below the pivot point. Obviously, this is our sell. This trade is our swing trade. This is the sell trade from our swing trade. So that's what this order is. It's not from the day trade, it's from the swing trade. So let's go with our day trade. So the pivot point level is 1.2116. So 2 pips below that is 1.2114. So that's 1.2114. With a 20 pips stop loss, so that would be 1.2134. Oops. And 60 pips profit limit. We need the calculator for that. So that's 2114 minus 60. So that's 2054. So that's 1.2054. Okay, so we've got a sell order. I want to, you know, I'm doing 50p per pip. So I'm risking £10 per trade, doing 50p per pip. I'll sell 2 pips below the pivot point with a 20 pips stop loss and a 60 pips profit limit. So there we go. That's my pending sell order there. And then, like I said, we'll just get ready for the buy, but I won't place it just yet. So the pending buy pivot point there is 1.2156. So 2 pips above that is 1.2158. So buy stop 1.2158. And 20 pips stop loss 1.2138. 60 pips profit limit will be 1.2218, but let me be sure. So that would be 2158. plus 60. That's 2218. Yeah. Like I said, I won't place it just yet. We still have about 5 more minutes to go before the report is announced. But I've got the order ticket ready, the pending order buy stop to buy 2 pips above R1 with a 20 pips stop loss and a 60 pips profit limit. I'll wait till just the report is due out at 2:45 Rwandan time in 5 minutes. So I'll leave it for about 3 minutes, about 2:43. If the market hasn't broken R1 by then, I'll just click place. Okay, so while we're waiting for that, any questions? If you have any questions, you can either send it through to the chat box or you can raise your hand while we wait for 2 minutes to go. Let's see what the market would do.
Remy?
Yes, go ahead,
when
Rosemary.
I tried to open a live account on IG, there were certain criteria that you have to fulfill. It was asking me if I earn a certain amount of money and if I have a certain savings in my account, and asking if I've done any courses and things like that, which I found really strange because I said to the guy, it's my money that I want to, to risk. And it goes, well, we have to do our due diligence.
Yeah, because they are regulated, so they are required.
Yes.
They're required by law to ask all these questions.
Yeah. So he said, until I can obviously show that I can't open my account. So I said to him, okay, I'll send the information through. So, but I'm not sure if people coming onto the course will actually know about that, because some of them the reason why they may be coming onto the course is basically to try and, get themselves out of debt, and they may not have the finances to do so. Their accounts may not be profitable enough or be in the red to actually be able to open an account. So they're going to be a bit frustrated that, they've done a course and they can't actually trade. So I don't know if there's any way to actually make them aware of that or not. Because
most of them are aware of that.
Oh, okay. I wasn't aware anyway when I went to, because I tried to open it. When I tried to open my demo account, there were
sorry. Let me just place this order before I forget.
Okay, so, all right, that's fine. That's fine.
It's okay, but hold on.
Yeah,
I just want to place the order.
Okay, that's fine.
Otherwise, I'll just be chatting. The report will come out. And
That's fine.
Okay, so
yeah,
I've placed my trade. So okay,
right.
Back to you. Okay, what I was trying to emphasize is that number one, that's the whole reason of the course anyway, because when we discuss money management and you realize how high risk trading is, and how you're not going to get rich overnight. It's going to be a learning curve. You could be having losses like we've been having. So if you're in debt and you're looking at trading to quickly get you out of debt, that's not going to happen.
Obviously. Yes.
So that's.
But I found it a bit strange that when I wanted to open the demo account, they kept offering me a chance to open a live account, and I only wanted the demo account. And now that I want to open a live account, they have conditions, conditions there. Yeah. And, it's a bit strange because obviously I have to call up and say, well, it's my money. And it goes, no, sorry.
Well, because it's the demo and it's fake money, then that's fine. But once you're using real money, I think because obviously people have killed themselves following losses, losing money in the market. Some people have killed themselves. Some people have been declared bankrupt. All sorts have happened. And of course, in a regulated society like UK and America, people will complain and, they have to do something. And since you're licensed and regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority, they will always keep bringing up these rules. So obviously, for example, if you open an account, I'm not saying you should do that, but for people who are based in Nigeria or in Africa, if you open an account with FX Primos, they don't ask you all those questions. They don't care what you have.
Okay.
Thank
you.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Elizabeth.
Yeah, hi.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, sorry. I don't know who was speaking. I just wanted to add to what they were saying.
That was Rosemary.
Oh, hi, Rosemary. It's Elizabeth here. So, yeah, I had the same problem as well. I don't know if you remember, Doc.
Yes.
So, yeah, with IG, they're a bit complicated like that. I don't know what their problem is. So it's not about, it's not like even they check your debt before they even say no to you. They just look at how much you're earning. So if somebody's a high earner and then you're really in debt, they don't really look at that. But I think, what as Rosemary was saying, they're just a bit complicated. But with the CMC, the type of question they're asking now, CMC just asked the general question, just like, can you do this? Can you do that? It's easier to open a live account with CMC than it is with IG.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for letting me know that.
Because I tried, I was really pulling my hair. I didn't know that. Doc, remember, I was like so upset. I was like, what's happening? You know, I'm ready to trade. It's not like I'm some kind of, you know, dire situation. So they didn't even look at my debt situation. They're like, have you earned this? We can't see this. We can't see that. No. That's it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for letting me know.
That's all right.
You know, yeah, okay. Thank you very much.
Well, although Rosemary, just like Elizabeth too said, Rosemary, Elizabeth, you can unmute yourself because it's also, remember, I think the CMC is European based, if I remember correctly, Elizabeth.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so the time difference on the platform is slightly different and all that, but it's not a problem. It's just for you to be aware also that with the CMC platform, the times on the platform in fact they correlate with the African platform, but that's not going to affect your trading. But just like Elizabeth noted, the parameters with IG index and CMC with the pivot point levels and all that are different.
Okay.
So just be aware of that.
But if I'm going by your teaching and everything, it's actually, you just get used to it as soon as you start using it. Just use the basic principle is there.
Exactly.
And I actually found the 2 hour ahead a bit beneficial because I kind of get my pivot points before everybody does. So when there's no report the next day, I kind of like, I can trade at 10 o'clock or 12 o'clock before I go to bed the night before, but it's a bit beneficial to me as well.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for that, Elizabeth. Thank you.
That's okay. Thanks.
Brilliant. Okay, so the report has come out. Looks like our buy order is in danger of being taken. We'll see what the market does. But like I said, we've made our own decision. And like I said, since there are no more huge uncertainties in the market, if the buy order is taken, then we'll delete the sell order, concentrate on the buy order. If we end up losing out on that first trade with the buy order, then the next place would be to replace your pending sell order below the pivot point and then sell that. But we'll see what happens. So any last minute questions before we end the session?
Yeah, just a quick one as well.
Yep, go ahead.
Now that we're talking about this, when the pivot point is different, like my buy order's already been taken.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's one of those things. You win some, you lose some, but it's not that bad.
Like I said, like I said, you just concentrate on the levels on your own platform. Yeah. Okay, so we'll leave the market to decide what it wants to do. We have decided what we want to do. Then we'll now leave it to the market to decide what it wants to do. Okay, so no more questions. I wish you all a very good afternoon, and we'll catch up on the platform.